when the advocate comes, whom I'll send to you from the Father, the Spirit of truth, who goes out from the Father, he will testify about me. And you also must testify, for you have been with me from the beginning. Whoa, sorry, there was a tap. Welcome to another episode of Are Ghosts Real? Today I am in Wiltshire and I am at a beautiful church which you can see behind me, and this is a church with a lot of history to it. It's called All Saints Church and there's no ghost stories attached to this place. However, I thought I would come here just because I have been to locations before with zero ghost stories and they've still come up with things. The history of Lydiard Millicent dates back to the Domesday Survey of 1086. Millicent comes from Millicent de Clinton, who owned a manor here in the 12th century and was the wife of William de Clinton. Lydiard Manor is mentioned within the Domesday Survey and was owned at the time by Geoffrey de Clinton, who had 25 households within the village. Millicent herself was a widow of William, son of Hugh. The estate, which became Lydiard Millicent Manor, may have been two halves of an earlier estate called Lydiard. A church was built at Lydiard Millicent and the manor then became a parish. The manor house, unfortunately on the estate, was burnt down. In the 18th century it had gardens and a small park, and farm buildings stood north of it. In the 19th century, it was apparently a north wing that was added to the manor house and was used as a farmhouse. But the manor then burned down in 1880, and a new house called the manor house was then built in 1965. North of it is an 18th century barn and an 18th century dovecote, which still exists today. The Lydiard Millicent Church, its earliest documentary of the building goes back to 1060, when William Fitzosborne endowed his possessions in England, part of which was the church of Lydiard Millicent. Although little evidence exists of the building before the 14th century, present Paris church is a rebuilding from the 14th century, and most of it, including the re-roofing, is 15th or 16th century. I'm now inside the church. This is an absolutely beautiful church. Look at this. It's absolutely lovely, and look at that organ. Absolutely stunning. I just love churches. It's the Roll of Honour in here. Don't know whether you can see it because it's in a glass cabinet, and that was from World War I, 1914 to 1918. And it was executed by C.D. Miles. Amazing. The Book of Remembrance. This is like a really, really old book. Born 22nd 1900, died 1975, age 75. Yeah, that's like a Book of Remembrance there. That's lovely. Out to any spirits here who might be in the beautiful font there. that might be in the churchyard. If there's anyone here who'd like to come and speak to me, you can do so. Please don't be shy of me. My name is Corinne. I mean you no harm. All I want to do is find out if you exist, if there is things that we don't understand, that we don't know. There's life after death for us. And that is all I want to know, really. And you guys, spirits, can give us the answers to that. So if there are any spirits here, could you make a noise for me? Could you tap on something? Maybe like this? Or could you try and say something to me? Ignore my bag that's down there. Is there a message? I'm calling out to any spirits who are here. Thank you, if that was you, thank you. I just heard a noise. I don't know what that noise was. I mean, bearing in mind, this is a very, very old building, so it could well make noises anyway, because it's an old building. But that was just really interesting because I've not heard that noise before. And I've been in here, at least 10 minutes by now. Maybe more longer than that. But it could well just be the building, because it's a warm day outside. So because it's a warm day, look at this, here. I mean, it came from over here. If there's a spirit here, please don't be shy of me. I mean you no harm whatsoever, I promise. It's very cold over here. Oh, I've got goosebumps. Look at that. There's a difference between standing over there and standing here. But again, the building is naturally cooler. So, because of that, I'm not going to rule that as paranormal, but it's certainly interesting that over here is a lot warmer. Well, not a lot warmer, but it definitely feels warmer over here than over by the altar. Is there an old reverend here? Are you taking care of the church? Making sure people are looking after it? I think I met the new reverend. He seems very nice. And that is a bird. A pigeon, most likely. Okay, I'm going to try a quick spirit box session. If I don't get anything, I'm probably just going to leave and make this just a really short one. So, if there's any spirits here, I'm going to sit down, I think, in a pew. I'm going to take a seat. And if there's any spirits here, then, oops, you can come and speak to me in this device that I'm currently holding. So if there's any spirits here that would like to come and say hello, my name is Corinne. Could you tell me what your name is, please? And can you tell me if you made that loud noise over there? It sounded like, oh yeah. Can you give me a name, please? The cable's going, the cable's going, the cable's going, the cable's going. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can see it going. Can just about see it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello? Can you tell me who's here with me, please? Again, I don't mean you any harm. I don't want to hurt you or anything like that. You can either tell me using what I've got here, or you can tell me using that little device which is next to the ball you just made go off. I'm looking for a name. Said here. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. Is this a man or a woman who's with me? I think I'm getting too much radio interference on this one. I'm gonna go and do a Vox session instead. It's very warm over here. I'm sweating. Not that you guys needed to know that. Do you feel how warm it is? If you do, can you make one of the cat balls go off for me? Is it too hot for you? Or do you not feel the temperature? Because that's something I've always wanted to know, whether you guys know temperature or whether or not you know it's night and day. Oh, there's a fly. Sorry, there's a fly that's right here, flying right around me right now. Okay, just turn on Vox. We'll do a quick Vox session. You really don't have to be shy of me. I'm not a nasty, harmful person, and I'm not here to make you hopefully feel uncomfortable, because that's not my intention either. I don't want to do that to you. I'm just turning Vox on now, so Vox is turning on. I'm going to be silent now, so could you make another noise for me? Just to confirm you're here. You don't have to come close to me. I also have another device here, which you can now use to also talk to me. So I'll put it down here, okay? So we'll put that down there. Perfect. Oh, just make sure the sound is actually on, because I can't remember if I turned the sound. Yeah, the sound is on. Good. So I'll go back and sit over here. Okay, so I'm not near you. Oops. So if there's any spirits here that would like to communicate with me, the device down there will say hello to me, and I'll be able to hear it. So could you use that for me to say hi? I do feel like there's something here. I do feel like there's something here. I heard a noise then from behind me. But I don't know what that was. It sounded like moving boxes. Ooh, I think it said hello. Hi! I'll have to listen to that back. But I think Fox says hello. Who am I speaking to, please? Can you give me your name? My name is Corinne. Oh, so sorry, I just missed that. Could you say it again for me? Thank you very much for talking with me. Could you tell me a little bit about your story, who you are? Are you buried here? Do you not really want to speak to me? If you don't, that's fine. I did sense you earlier, though. I don't anymore, though. I'm really hot again now. I hope you don't find me being intrusive. If I am intrusive, just tell me. If I am intrusive, just tell me. I think I just... Maybe I didn't. No. Okay, that's good. Whoa. No. Okay, that's good. Whoa. Sorry, that was a tap. Thank you. If that was you for making that tap, thank you. I'm cold again now. Oh my God. I've got, look at these goosebumps. Crikey. Are you sitting next to me now? Are you right next to me? Because I've suddenly gone really cold. And I was really hot 5 seconds ago. If you are, that's fine. I don't mind. We can have a chat. They're kind of going again now. Just for 2 seconds then, I got so cold, like really chilled. And now I'm not so much again. That was weird. I really do feel like something is here, but I feel like it doesn't quite know what to make of me. Is that right? Is that right? You don't know what to make of me, or that you're trying to communicate, but you don't know how? Now, this could be an absolutely massive coincidence. And maybe you don't believe in coincidences, or maybe you do. But it's just really interesting that I felt like at this time that someone didn't know what to make of me, or was trying to get my attention but didn't know how. And it dawned on me that the first words I got through the spirit box was, just trying, it's hard. And as I said, you might not believe in coincidences, or you might believe in coincidences. But that's just really interesting and very compelling to me that that correlates with exactly how I felt. And at the time, I didn't even realize that. At the time, I didn't even pick up on it was that those words, just trying, it's hard. It's only now editing that I have made that correlation. But anyway, make of that what you will. It's certainly very interesting. If you don't know how, that's fine. Maybe you're not even English, because I think this is a Norman church. So maybe you're French. So bonjour. Oh, I got a voice then. I don't know what that said though. Ça va? That's interesting. I'm now speaking French and I'm getting like a man. But this is I'm only limited to this amount of French. Ça va bien, merci. I'm just going to come a bit closer. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave soon, so au revoir. Oh, that sounded like an organ. Do you play the organ? This is interesting because the voice that's coming through now sounds the same. Like every time it speaks, sounds like a man. How do you say male in French? What? I've forgotten how to say what in French as well. Français! Basically, this is about as much French as I know. So if I have contacted someone who's French, oh no. Oh, that sounded like yeah. Oui? Merci. Merci beaucoup for talking to me. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. But I'll go home and I'll look at these voices. And I'll see if there's actually any voices over there as well. Because I do feel like you were talking to me. And I do feel like you were here. So can you say goodbye to me, please? If you're here. And would you mind me coming again and speaking to you again? Then for... Huh? Okay, I don't think that's relevant. Are you having a conversation with other people? Or are you having a conversation with me? They're really... See, that other voice is gone now. These are different voices. I don't know what that said. Do you mind me coming and sitting on the step? Could you tell me where you are, please, in the room? Okay, I'm gonna pack this up now, I think, just because I'm getting a few voices, but the voice that I was getting before has completely gone. And now I just don't feel like I'm getting as relevant voices, to be honest. But that was certainly interesting. Oh, that was me making that go off. That was my phone. It was picking up my phone. So that's debunked. I'm just going to very quickly do an EMF sweep up here, though, because it's so much colder here. I feel like there's something here, like on the other side of here. But nothing is going off. It's not going off, is it? I'll just quickly go around here as well. Just do an EMF sweep. If you can hear my shoes, by the way, it's so warm. My feet are sticking to my shoes because outside is really hot. Okay, so I'm doing an EMF sweep and it's not gone from 0.00 at all. So that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to make a move now and I'm going to go, but thank you very much for speaking to me, spirits. I finished my investigation. There certainly was an interesting one. Can't say, obviously, for sure if it is haunted, but the cowbell going off and the voices and, I don't know, and the fact that I just kept getting... Every now and again, I just kept getting like really cold, like really chilled to the point of I was getting goosebumps. But it's not a cold day at all. And actually, yes, okay, it was cooler in there, but when I was sitting down in the pew, and when I was like just walking around, I had no goosebumps. And then, well, I did have goosebumps when I was sitting in the pew, but that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is it was just at random points where I was getting really chilled. And then the rest of the time, I was just like normal. So it was cooler in there overall because obviously it's an old building and old buildings are very cool. However, there were just random pockets where it was really intense cold. And then as well, I got a few taps here and there. So interesting, very, very interesting. Anyway, if you did enjoy this, please do like and subscribe. There was a lorry going past there. Please do like and subscribe and tune in for more investigations. And let's see if ghosts are real. Bye guys! Have a good week!